I'm back. It's the college football selection picks show as far as I'm concerned. Who do I think is going to win all those week 1 games? We'll start in the Big 12. All right, guys, are you ready? Are you really ready? Are you really ready? All right, well, it doesn't matter if you're ready or not because here it comes, baby. Week 1. My picks are up next. Don't move. Welcome back, college football fans. My name's Harry James. As we always do, we'll start with the Big 12 games for week 1. Now, there was week 0 last week when there were a couple of games, just 2 games, D1 schools. Now the big D1 schools take it on. Big 12 teams take it on, like our brethren to the north, Oklahoma State. They will be in Corvallis at Oregon State, 9:30 p.m. on Fox Sports 1. That game will be Friday night. I'm taking the Aggies. I really think that they can figure this out. Oregon State only won 2 games last year. I think that Oklahoma State's a little better than a team that won 2 games. So I'm going to take the Aggies, particularly if they use the right quarterback in Drew Brown. That's the Friday game. Saturday games, a whole slate of them. You'll start with breakfasts with 2 of them. Big 12 sleeper, Iowa State will be hosting Northern Illinois. UNI in Ames at Iowa State. Fox Sports 1. I'm taking the Cyclones and the Tornadoes. Then, our old Hatter, the Mad Hatter, Les Miles. His first game back in the Big 12, and it's against Indiana State. They're at Kansas on Fox Sports Net at 11 a.m. I'm taking the Rock Chalk Jayhawks. And this one, watch out for that one, boys. It's going to be fun. Puka Williams. 1 o'clock, West Virginia. The Mountaineers will host James Madison on the AT&T Sports Network out there in Morgantown. I'm taking West Virginia for that one. Then at 3 o'clock, we'll get a little break till 3 o'clock where you'll see Montana State. There will be in Lubbock against Texas Tech on Fox Sports Net. I'm taking Tech. Then on the new Fox ESPN Plus network, 2 games at 6 o'clock. First one is the Baylor opener. Stephen F. Austin at Baylor. I'm taking the Bears. The Bears of Baylor. Also, you'll see at 6 o'clock, Nicholls State at Kansas State. First game without Bill Snyder. First game, no problem without the Snide man. It is Nicholls State, by the way, so take that for what it will. But I think Kansas State's going to win that ballgame. 7 o'clock, Fox Sports Net will have Arkansas State at TCU. I'm taking the Frogs. Veteran quarterback coming back. Now, he wasn't on the team last year, but he was in the Big 12. He knows how to win, so I'm taking the Horned Frogs. And the final game, not to mention Oklahoma, will be Louisiana Tech. They will be in Austin as they will play the Texas Shorthorns. I'm taking Texas. They might have a problem next week against LSU, but I don't think they're going to have any problem against Louisiana Tech. No offense to Terry Bradshaw, who played there and is the former Pittsburgh Steeler, who had a lot of bulletin board material about this game. Final game in the Big 12. No pick here. Houston will be in Norman to finish off the home and home. That will be, though, Sunday night, 6 o'clock on ABC. National television, baby. No other football game. No NFL game. No Canadian football. It will be just straight OU football, baby. Here we go. After that, we'll talk about the major games, or at least all the televised games. Starts on Thursday, along with the Aggies of Oklahoma State. You'll also be able to see the 6 o'clock games, which are between UCLA and Cincinnati on the ESPN networks. ESPN. I'm taking Cincinnati. Wagner will be at University of Connecticut on the new 3, ESPN3.com. I'm taking UConn. ESPN3 will also have Albany at Central Michigan. I'm taking Central Michigan. Morgan State at Bowling Green, also on ESPN3. I'm taking Bowling Green. And the new ESPN Plus network will have Robert Morris at Buffalo. I'm taking Buffalo. ESPN Plus will also have a game on at 6:30. They will have Central Arkansas at Western Kentucky. I'm taking Western Kentucky in that one at 6:30. Also at 6:30, our old buddy Josh Heupel in Central Florida. They will host Florida A&M. Florida A&M at Central Florida on CBS Sports Network. I'm taking our buddy Josh Heupel in Central Florida. Finally, ESPN Plus will have at 6:30 Gardner Webb and Charlotte. ESPN Plus taking Charlotte. 7 o'clock ESPN3 will have Florida International. FIU will be at Tulane. I'm taking Tulane. Albany, Alabama State at UAB, Alabama, Birmingham. ESPN Plus, Conference USA champ UAB. That's all that needs to be said there. I'm taking the UAB Blazers. Welcome back, guys. Also, Georgia Tech at Clemson on the new ACC network. I'm taking Clemson. Watch out for that one. 7:30 games. Texas State at Texas A&M. The Aggies. A&M Aggies. I'm taking the A&M Aggies. It's part of the SEC network. Don't miss that one. OU's next week opponent, South Dakota. They will be at Minnesota. Don't you know why? That one will be on Fox Sports 1. Be sure to check that one out. 9:15, the battle for Utah Utes at BYU on ESPN 9:15 on Thursday. I'm taking BYU. Those games are all Thursday night. The Friday night games, along with Oklahoma State, by the way, you'll see... well, how about this one? Rice at Army. Two good teams that can match each other well. I'm taking the Black Knights with the game being all the way out in New York. West Point. Games on CBS Sports Network. 6 o'clock, ESPN regular will have Wisconsin at South Florida. I'm taking Wisconsin and the Badgers on ESPN. Finally, at 6 o'clock, Tulane at Michigan, Tulsa at Michigan State. Fox Sports 1. I'm taking Michigan State, but don't sleep on Tulsa. Tulsa can come in and beat you if you're not ready, but I think Michigan State will be ready. 6:15, Big Ten Network. University of Massachusetts, UMass, will face at Rutgers. I'm taking the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. 7 p.m., part of the ACC network. Utah State at Wake Forest. I'm taking Wake Forest. 8:30 kickoffs. Purdue at Nevada. CBS Sports Network. I'm taking the Boilermakers of Purdue. And finally, big-time college football program, Colorado faces rival Colorado State at Colorado in Boulder. The game's going to be on ESPN, and I'm taking Colorado. That's your Friday games. Saturday, for breakfast, get your eggs, bacon, and sausage ready, because you know what? It starts early, 11 a.m. kickoffs. They include Big Ten Network, Akron at Illinois, on Indiana Tech, Illinois. Also, Indiana at Ball State on CBS Sports Network. I'm taking the Hoosiers of Indiana. Howard at Maryland will be part of the Big Ten Network. Now, even though Howard is no Texas, I think that Maryland is still better than Howard. So I'm going to take Maryland. Our old buddy from Big 8 country, Scotty Frost. His Huskers take on South Alabama in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm taking the Huskers. Game will be on ESPN. Fox National will have Florida Atlantic at The Ohio State University. I'm taking the Buckeyes of Ohio State. SEC Network will have Toledo at Kentucky. I'm going to take Kentucky in this one so be sure to watch out for that. Ole Miss at Memphis on ABC. I'm taking Memphis. Watch out for that one. Mississippi State at Louisiana on ESPN The U. I'm taking Mississippi State. ACC Network, East Carolina at North Carolina State. I'm taking NC State in the Wolfpack. 1 o'clock games. ESPN Plus, the new ESPN Plus station will have Rhode Island at Ohio, not Ohio State, just OHIO. I'm taking the Bobcats of Ohio. 2 o'clock games. ESPN 3, Bucknell at Temple. I'm going to take Temple. And the Battle for Washington. Eastern Washington at regular Washington, part of the Pac-12 network. I'm taking the Huskies. 2:30, the mid-game docket includes an ESPN 3 game between Colgate at Air Force. I'm going to take Air Force. CBS Sports Network will have Holy Cross at Navy. I'm taking the Midshipmen. And ESPN Plus, the new ESPN Plus that you have to pay for, they will have Eastern Michigan at Coastal Carolina. I'm taking CC. That's Coastal Carolina. Big Ten Network, Idaho at Penn State. I'm going to take the Penn State for that one. The Lions, right? Penn State Nittany Lions. ESPN Plus, South Carolina at North Carolina. Our old buddy Matt Brown, former Oklahoma assistant, former North Carolina coach, former Texas coach, now current North Carolina coach again. First game back, I think he gets it. With the game being in North Carolina. So give me North Carolina. The game will be on ESPN. ESPNU will have Georgia State at Tennessee. I'm going to take Tennessee. And also, ABC, the prime game to watch in the 2:30 docket on ABC. Duke and Alabama face it off together. That's part of the Chick-fil-A Kickoff Classic in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia on ABC. I'm taking Alabama. Can't go against the Tide. Also, ESPN Plus, the new one that you have to pay for at 2:30, will have East Tennessee State at Appalachian State. I'm going to take App State. 3 o'clock, part of the SEC Network, Portland State at Arkansas. I'm taking the Razorbacks of Arkansas. Watch out for that one. Fox National, Northwestern will be at Stanford. I'm taking Stanford on this one on Fox. ACC Network, Georgia Tech at Boston College. I'm taking Virginia Tech at Boston College. I'm taking Virginia Tech. I think that they'll figure this thing out. I really like what the former Sooner is doing there in Blacksburg. 5 o'clock. Yeah, 5 o'clock. Syracuse will be at Liberty. The game will be on the new ESPN Plus network. I'm taking Syracuse. Incarnate Word will be at Texas San Antonio, UTSA, ESPN, The 3. I'm taking the Roadrunners. They're going to run away with this one. Get it? Run, Roadrunners. ESPN3, they will have Campbell at Troy. I'm going to take Troy on ESPN Plus. And the Pac-12 network will have UC Davis at Cali, California. Berkeley. I'm taking Cal. 5:30, part of the Stadium Network. VMI, the Virginia Military Institution, at Marshall. I'm taking Marshall. Only game at 5:30. Next game on the docket is prime time, baby. 6 and 6:30. 6 o'clock's first. Let's see. ESPN3.com. Norfolk State at ODU. That's Old Dominion. I'm going to take Old Dominion. Alcorn State at Southern Miss. I'm going to take Southern Miss. That game will be on the new ESPN Plus network that you got to pay for, as will Illinois State at Northern Illinois. I'm going to go with Northern Illinois. As will Monmouth at Western Michigan. I'm taking Western Michigan. ESPN Plus will also have Southern Methodist at Arkansas State. I'm taking Arkansas State. Now, the Camping World Bowl officially was last week between Miami and Florida. But you know what? Another neutral site game at Disneyland between Boise State and Florida State. I'm going to take the Florida State Seminoles. No blue turf here, baby. Sorry, I didn't think this was going to be all Florida State. 6:30 p.m. Georgia at Vanderbilt. SEC Network. I think Georgia's going to end up getting this one. But look for this thing to be a little closer than the experts think. I think that everybody's so excited about them and them playing Alabama and them finally beating Alabama. I think that Georgia might be reading their press clippings a little bit on the road at Vanderbilt in Nashville. Watch out for that one. That one could be closer than the experts think, as Corso would say. Neutral site games are always important. They're always big. What about this neutral site game, guys? In my favorite NFL stadium, Cowboy Stadium, AT&T Stadium, Oregon and Auburn. I'm going to take Oregon in the Pac-12. Watch out for this, baby. They might finally be able to do something here. Good recruiting core coming in. Watch out for that. LSU has their prepper for Texas, and that game will be against Georgia Southern. That will be in Baton Rouge. I'm going to take, the game will be on ESPNU. I'm taking the Tigers of LSU. Iowa will take on Miami of Ohio. The game will be at Iowa. Big Ten, or on Fox Sports 1. I'm going to take Iowa, like I said. Middle Tennessee State at Michigan. I'm taking Michigan on the Big Ten Network. The new ESPN Plus network that you got to pay for. Our old buddy Seth Luttrell in North Texas. They'll play Abilene Christian at North Texas. I'm taking the Mean Green. Virginia at Pittsburgh, part of the ACC network. That's not actually, I guess it's going to be a real network, like on the TV and everything. You can watch that one. I'm going to take Pitt. The new ESPN Plus network has a 7 o'clock game that you have to pay for. That's between Houston Baptist and UTEP. That's UTEP. That's University of Texas of El Paso. I'm taking the Miners, that they can just mine away the Baptists. And ESPN3.com will have Grambling State at Louisiana Monroe. I'm taking Louisiana Monroe and the Warhawks. 8 o'clock, Stadium Network and Facebook Live. You can watch Weber State at San Diego State. I'm taking the Aztecs of San Diego State. 9 o'clock, New Mexico State will be at our old buddy Mike Leach in Washington State, part of the Pac-12 network. I'm taking those Washington State Cougars. Watch out for that one. Grrr! Still staying in Pac-12 at 9:30. Pac-12 late at night. You can on ESPN. You can catch Fresno State at Southern Cal. I'm taking USC. We've already talked about the Sunday game between my Sooners and Houston. Not picking that one, which pushes us to Monday, where you will be able to find 7 o'clock p.m. Notre Dame at Louisville. Louisville. Louisville, ESPN. I'm taking Notre Dame. All right, guys. As I always say, don't take these picks to Vegas with you if you're going to Vegas for the first week, because I'm not making any promises. But if you do and you get the winnings, I want at least half. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. My name's Harry James. You can catch this and my OU football previews and my reviews, and we get ready to do those for OU, all of them, on Facebook, on my Facebook account, Harry James Taylor. Also on YouTube, Boomer Sooner 1982, or on Twitter at HypeManHarry. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. It's been a blast. Enjoy your first full week of college football. It's been fun, guys. I'm out of here. See y'all next week. Peace.